Hey everybody, welcome to the nightly vid. We're gonna have a short one tonight as we will have some news coming out. I'll show you that. So tomorrow morning we're going to have PPI coming out, and then we'll have CPI, which is a much more important one, and we can expect some big moves around this stuff. So that being said, most things will likely look like the futures. That being said, when looking at the futures, we saw to start the new week, we talked about in the weekend vid, we're going to stay down below this stuff or not. It gaps down and then opens green on the week. So what you'll notice is this, the 22260, and off to the races they went. So the question is, do we get that compound 3 to take these guys out? 58595. And then if so, could we go 3-3 week? Maybe. All right, we'll see. Given a lot of news this week, there's a chance that could change based on just higher volatility. But that being said, they're really green to start the week. Dow Jones. They go 2 down and green to start the week as well, with the gap down buy to start off the week. And you'll notice this one actually reclaimed right in the morning. So the 222 in here, a little bit more of a push. If we do drop it down, there's some broadening formation. So you're going to want to stay out of this stuff, or else you might get some kickers the other way. But gapping up in the AH, and if we blow it up a bit, you're going to have a much bigger broadening formation that we played last week. So you can see you have the sub try, which we can mark out and denote in here. The boom, 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 and then potentially all the way back through that with news, which would help you out. Qs. You're going to see was gap down by a little bit weaker still than the rest, but similar nonetheless. You'll see gap down below the line reclaim. So question is, we're going to try and go for that 3-3 week with 2-2 on a Tuesday across the board, including IWM. But you're going to see the 2-2 here, which would reclaim all of this stuff and start coming back through. So we will see. The biggest thing is if these fail, right? If these things fail to try and come back, then we still have every index taking last month's lows. So we could still have an issue, but that tells us things are firming up. Today, we did see some stuff like DE. You're going to see the 3-2 reversal week above this, and that's in your Dow Jones. So anytime we're above 429, we want to know about DE. If we go to the energies, sorry about that. Energies are reconfirming this week. So things like Oxy, we still want to know about that. 2-2 back through this big old try. And there's another one in there. We're going to see EQNR taking last month's highs. And you got this nice big old baby in here. 2 months of upside. Still an inside week, so not quite as strong. We'll see things like CVX starting off a little stronger as well, but Oxy is one that I like myself. So we will have energy numbers Wednesday, but we're still looking at those guys. We will see a few setups like DHI, which is pivot machine gun on the day. You'd have the 2-2 reversal anytime above 138.44 to come back through this stuff. And across the board, we do see home builders. So we still have this triangle in here. We want to see them poke up and then poke back down, but you got this scenario 3 on the day. When we go to TOL, closer to the rev strat day, which would cause a 3-2 week up, still motherboard to these guys. And if the home builders want to get puking back through that 3, Home Depot, it's going to look like this. And we'll have the quarterly 2-2 reversal. We will have the monthly inside and down. If that fails, though, we get the rev strat, so we'll be aware of that. In the bigger tech stock side of things, you're going to see Apple with a hammer day for a 2-2 on a Tuesday. We'll see Google with a hammer day after a slight penny lower low in here. So here's your triangle on a Tuesday. We will see also in the tech, a little bit of a rangy one in here, but you'll have the rev strat 122 in Cisco above 58.92. Potentially get some pivot machine gun action in there. And the last one I want to give you here is Roblox for the potential 2-2 day back through previous range. And again, we have a lot of things 2 down on the month still. So if these things do not work, then we want to go after anyone taking yesterday's lows, with last month's lows also being taken out, which we've talked about on the weekend vid. So things like Home Depot, right? If market gaps up and those guys are taking yesterday's lows, we want to go after those. And, you know, maybe the staples, which at this point, closer to the 2-2 reversal, so they'll firm things up, might get some PMG action in here, but we'd prefer to go and hit them back down, back through this previous range. So we're fine if the market, turns on a dime and they want to firm things up. That will set up the next bearish signals on the weaker things. But that being said, that's all I've got tonight. Nice and short. We'll see what we're doing tomorrow on the gap, and then obviously CPI the next day. So adios and have a great rest of your night.